I just want to say welcome back to another day. I'm going to do a review on this gun today, the Weta 4000, just so you can see how it goes, how it sprays. So I'm going to try to do some base coat and clear coat through it, just so you can get a good idea. I would say for a budget, it's $50 a gun, and on eBay, sometimes you can find them for 40 bucks, or also wish.com. So I'm going to do a review today on these guns. After re-clear them, came out pretty good. I still think I might wet sand it just to make it a little perfect. Got a little overspray there, but not too bad. I mean, for going inside, that part's not gonna be affected. So yeah, this is what it looked like after. I think it looked pretty good. So I'm happy with them. That's the whole idea. Got them done, but you know, a little bit, see the peel at the bottom? Yeah, I'm gonna wet sand that out. But hey, it happens. No one's perfect. I know a lot of people claim to be perfect, but heck, I'll show you my mistakes. Like, see, you really see the edge there. So I'll get that off. So a little bit lacquer, wet sand, it'll be fine. And you know, I can kind of show you, give you an idea of what that looks like. And this is the other daily car. So I don't really have any sports cars like everyone else. I just have my little cruisers. So yep, this is what they came out looking like. So what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna showcase this gun, show you a base coat, clear coat. And this is some designs I was playing around with in the past. I know everyone's like, you're gonna cut over it? You gotta have fun. That's how I look at all of it. I mean, to me, it's a great practice piece. It was fun when I did it, but again, I mean, this is what I'm shooting this for, kind of, you know, show people. So I'm gonna sand this down real quick, kind of show you. So because I'm using a small compressor, I like to use this Bauer. It works pretty well. Spent maybe 35 bucks on the sander, and I use an old previous battery pack I had with it as well. So this, got it one with this. And this is another headlight from the junkyard I got. You know, like I tell people, why buy a new one when really by the time you get even an old one on Amazon, eBay, you're gonna need to re-clear it anyway. So you might as well just go pick one on the junkyard. It cost me like 30 bucks. So I think that's a win versus $300. Okay, so I'm just using 600 grit sandpaper. This is actually sealer. A lot of people think it's actually like Nardo or some type of gray color. It's literally gray, it's sealer. So I'm just gonna sand it off with 600 grit sandpaper. If I was going to reseal it and everything else, I would say around 320, 400, you still can do that. But just for the fact I'm just throwing color over top of it, I just wanna go ahead, clean this off real quick and just sand it down with 600 grit, because this is just for demonstration purposes only. So it's not actually going on a car. This went to, I wanna say, actually, I don't even remember which one this went to. It was just literally for demonstrations and practice. So here I go. But first I'm gonna clean it. So this is an argument I hear all the time. So I'm using degreaser or ungreaser, like I like to write. I was having fun. Ungreaser, degreaser. And the blue one's waterborne. So people like to debate between which one do you use when you're cleaning a car. But the way I look at it is, for plastic, I use water. For metal, I use degreaser. But sometimes I still go over water or lacquer before I'm gonna respray based on the color. So, yep, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw some degreaser on it real quick. So I just wanna give you a heads up what I'm using. So I'm using degreaser for this because it is metal. All right, here's an age-old debate. I usually like to use wipes, blue rags, disposable, but because I'll be honest, right now it ran out. So in a pinch, if you need to, you can use a brand new microfiber towel. Some people say you can use it, rewash it again and again. You can. Me personally, I have too much fear in my life. Somebody's gonna mess up. And also there's already plenty of dirt and stuff in here already. But still, if I can save a little bit of dirt, I'm gonna use a brand new one. So you can use a brand new one in a pinch. Just to let you know. Just so you can see for the future. But most of the time I use the disposable kinds. It's better, it's cleaner, no worries. But unless you're gonna use a brand new one or one that's been washed and you check and inspect it thoroughly, you can't use microfiber. Yeah, it gets dirty real quick. I don't like to carry that, so I'm gonna throw some more. I know people say you're using a lot. Heck, I reuse more than less, the way I look at it. So yet again, see a little dirt right here, got a little bit of stuff. I like to make sure you get it all. Oh, a little slippage. Check here. So you want to make sure you get everything. That's why I use a light. Looks pretty clean. Like a little hand touch. Feels like a little overspray texture. That's fine. First, I'm gonna respray. Or touching my bare hands. So, all right. That got me caught up. This little section didn't really touch much. All right. Make sure it's back up here. Oh, I'll lose it all. All right, clean and ready to go. I like to do, I like to load off. There's a little air filter from Harbor Freight, $3. I got the light for $3. Can't really beat it. Uses a lot of air, so the air compressor might kick back on. And then spray around the area. Now, I'll clean that up later. Let's not talk about that. I know some of you are like, you're gonna put more dust in it. Wait and see, I blow it back off again. We should have did this first. Well, everyone, this is not meant to be perfect. This is meant to kind of just see how it feels. All right, so it's cleaned off. Scuffed outside. after I sanded it, glue it back off. I'm gonna scuff the edges. So you could get a Scotch-Brite. I have a Scotch-Brite right over here. Oh, actually I had one over here. I'll grab it in a second. Scuff the edges. You just scuff the edges, that's all you're doing, real quick. Going around town. So the idea is adhesion is the key part of all of this. Just adhesion. So you just want to go around, scuff the edges. You know, you can go hit it real quick. I like to do that too. You know, just make sure. Run it over real quick. You know, like a quick prep work. Take it and scuff it. I understand some people say you can put fingerprint marks in here, but I'm lightly scuffing it, not pressing hard. So you can use a block. Oh, almost fell. So that is an option. Just lightly scuffing it. And now the whole thing is scuffed up. And after this, I'm going to clean it one more time and it will be ready to spray. Blow it off on that side. Now make sure you ain't got nothing. Okay. Alright. That's good to go. So just for demonstration purposes and easier, and you know, if you just wanted some cheap practice paint, still got little flakes over it, you can get this Advanced Auto Parts AutoZone type paint. Advanced sells it. They're like $25 a container, or you can go online. I want to say 5-star. They have some good practice paint you can play with, or just some of your local shops. So this is what we're gonna be spraying this red just for coverage, just to see how this gun sprays. This is what it looks like in the can. Mix it up a little bit. You know, I like to count to 100 just to mix. I know some people say it's a little excessive, but heck, I don't feel like nothing's excessive. You got a lot of stuff at the bottom and it's set, and I just like it to be 100% before I put it on. And I understand it's cheap stuff, but you know, a lot of times you would take a mixing machine, and you can spray it. It says ready to spray, but in my experience, it's always a lot better. Up stuff a little bit if you mix a little bit. So yeah, I'll get that off in a second. Just got a couple more seconds mixing it. So you know, put a comment down below if you want to try different colors, but I was just thinking for a harder color to coverage is what I like to do. I could do black, could do white, so I could do red, could do white, could do all these other colors. So I just picked red because it's a harder color coverage. So my idea is I kind of want to see how well it sprays when it comes to coverage and how good things are getting. So, yep, so I think it's pretty good mix. So today the color is red. I might try yellow next time just to pick the harder colors. So I got my red in the cup, got it mixed in, about as ready to shoot. So I got this at 20 PSI. So what I did is I mixed a little bit of paint so you could see as well. And also gonna kind of show how it sprays. But before you spray, a great idea is to put a little thinner through it just first. Because you got your oily parts, you may clean it first. But usually they come in some kind of oil. So I always like to spray a little thinner for a brand new gun anyway. So we'll see. I'm gonna show you spray. So far from the slow-mo, wasn't really a big fan of the fan already. So we'll see, hopefully maybe bumpers and side parts at most, but this was the fan fully open. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. First pass looks pretty good. Okay, so far, pass is not too bad. Apologize for the camera angle. It's a little harder to film, hold the camera at the same time, or phone. Sorry, I move a little faster than my phone skills. All right. Okay, so far, covers pretty well. Maybe it's the red, but I think the coverage is good. Okay, pretty good. Let's roll this one. So far, the coverage is pretty good. It's coming out a little textured. Not really liking that for this gun. So I'm gonna try a different type of brand of paint. Maybe something a little less, not as cheap. But again, you can see it's covering red pretty well, but I'm starting to think maybe it's the paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another pass without the gun. So I'm gonna show you back in one real quick second. All right, just finished cleaning the gun out. Now I'm mixing my clear up. So for this, I did a 2-to-1 ratio. Only need a little bit because it's only a small part. Also, the one thing to help is not to over pour. Unless a big mistake you will make over pouring. I know I'm near gasoline, so it's pretty flammable. It's all flammable, so yeah. And we'll be all right. As long as you don't light a match. So clear is mixed up, ready to go. Gotta add some light. And this is another important lesson. When touching the panel, you want to touch the sides, the closest, like either here or to the very edge, and not directly on top. Usually you have paper, so you want to touch the paper first. Make sure it's dry, or just give it, of course, normal 10 to 15 minutes dry time in between before you want to touch. So I'm gonna go ahead and do first coat of clear. So far the clear is okay. Go around this way. Edges. Okay, so far clear, pretty good. Not horrible for clear. Pass real quick. All right. So usually I would do another pass, but because it's gone, we just want to leave it. You know, when spraying clear, you kind of want to just get enough for coverage. Let there be light. So, okay. So this is after everything's said and done. Little orange peely. Not really the best. But paint did go on. So my recommendation for this overall, just for a spray, little shine there. Got it wet, got it shine. See my little mark right there? Right there, yeah. Anyway, that happens. I mean, this was just for demonstration purposes. So you see all that texture, oh my gosh. I don't even want to zoom in on it from how much texture this is. It's a lot. A little bit of debris. You know, floor is not clean, so that's why you should clean your floor. Before I paint this whole area is gonna be cleaned and repainted, so I might do a video of me re-whiting this floor. I'm gonna white the whole floor. Sounds crazy. I'm gonna do it. So yeah, so this is pretty much it. Even from a distance, it looks orange peely. That's how you know that's a lot of orange peel. If you can step back, it still looks very orange peel-like, then you know, So my opinion, small jobs, little stuff, if you're just doing touch-ups and you know, bumper repair jobs, great for you. Hobbyists, even kind of pricey for a hobbyist. So $40 a spray gun. I got a deal on eBay. My deal was a little bit better, but again, $40 regular price. So if you negotiate, you might get 2 for $40, some magical way if the person's very adamant, or even 2 for $60, I've heard. So again, this is pretty much, oof, all this peel. It's a lot. It's like a whole Tropicana orange. Tropicana red now. Anyway, so this is how it came out. Gotta stop touching stuff. So y'all see that part. So yeah, so this is what it looked like afterwards. Not the best. Same time, not the worst. So again, not much to it. It's not 100% dry, so heck, I might shoot a video, see how it buffs. just so y'all can get how to buff video later. But again, this is the quality of it. So would I recommend for someone who's professionally painting at this point? No, but I'm gonna come up with a scale to kind of give you an idea of where I rate it versus other guns. So see you soon.